Yahweh, Alam, Shalom, righteous family. Welcome back to TRU-TALK. And you know how we like to do it over here. We like to do it for the culture. We like to do it for reality, man. We just do it for truth. And I love my people. I love my community. So I always address my people first. But this wisdom and knowledge is for any and everybody. And every time I see something that kind of just stir up in my spirit, I feel like I need to talk about it. In this video, it's a little funny video, but I think it need to be talked about because I've seen it happen so many times in our community. With it comes to the workforce and younger people and older people that's been working somewhere for so long, and somebody young come in making more than them, and it's an issue. They don't like it. They a lot of times try to get them fired, tell them the wrong things, talk about them, try to discourage them instead of taking the young person under their wings and saying, hey, I've been here for so and so years, I know the ropes, I can teach you the do's and don't, and really pouring into them, helping them. It's always a competition, and that's backwards. It's wrong. That's why we can't succeed as a community. That's why a lot of times there's a disconnect between the youth and the older people in our community. And this is not just, one glove fit all, it's different for every situation. And, this happen in every different creeds, across different races, you know, it can be two of the same races or two different kind of races. And I done seen this same thing happen. But let's just check out this video.
Oh man. How long you been working here, young cat?
Shit, about goddamn 2 days.
When they start you off at about 12, 13?
Hell no, G, they started me off at 17.
17! Fuck!
Calm down, OG, you mad about a little 17?
I'll beat your goddamn ass in this plan, nephew. I'll beat the sleeves off your ass in this bitch.
Chill, where your clothes go?
Nephew, I've been working here 40 goddamn years. You try to tell me you make 16 cents less than me? Hell no, man. How long you been working here, young cat?
Shit, about goddamn 2 days.
When they start you off at about 12, 13?
Hell no, G, they started me off at 17.
Now, I ain't gonna be on here long, like I said, man. Just wanted to kind of address this issue because this remind me of in the scriptures when the people agreed to work for a penny. That's what they agreed to work for, and they was fine with working for a penny, and they worked all day in the heat of the sun. But during the latter part of the day, some new people came in, and they only worked when it was cool out and the day was in and the work was almost half done. So they assumed, they said, okay, well, I'm getting paid more than that person. And when the person got paid a penny just like them, they was upset and they went to the boss man and was like, hey, we work in the heat and sun. How are they rewarded the same as our reward? Shouldn't we have more? And the boss man, in the case in the scripture was like, why are you mad at what I do with my money? You yourself agreed to work for this much and it was fine. So why are you mad when I'm a good person and being fair and paying them just as much as you? And people, and it's two things. A lot of times people, they want to do better than you. They want to make more than you. And if you the new person or you somebody new, they expect that, hey, I've been working here for this many years. I I I I should make more than you. And I read the comments and people were like, well, that's why you don't tell people your business. And I got in a fight with somebody at my job because they was jealous with me and like I said, this is reality. You know, it's funny because this little skit because if you done been in a workforce long enough, you done had a reaction like this or done seen a reaction like this. Probably even seen people fight and get fired because of the attention between two people just because one person was there longer than the other, but felt like another person came in and got paid more or got promoted more, so they hated that person. And I always say you gotta look at life like this, and I can understand why a person would feel upset if you've been working there for that many years and somebody come in, they don't really know what they doing, and they just promote them and they make more than them, making more than you. Of course, you're gonna feel unappreciated. You're gonna feel like these people been playing in my face. If they can play this dude the same amount as me or more than me in all the work that I do, why they can't fatten my pockets? But then you gotta look at it like this: if you never knew that information, would you be bothered? And it's like a lot of times, I want to put it like this: we should be happy for one another. When we see anybody else doing better than us or doing just as good as us, hate should not follow. Uh, Gratitude and appreciation say, man, I started here 40 years and you just making 16 cents less than me. That's what's up, man. Like, I'm happy that for you. But instead of being happy for the young brother saying, little brother, you making just as more than me and I've been working here for 40 years. That's what's up. He's got an issue not with the company, not with, the people that's causing this contention because the people that's really causing the contention and making these decisions, he won't dare have beef with them and talk to them like that. But this young man that just got a job and thankful for a job and he said he just had it for 2 days and making, 17 an hour and was under enough to tell the OG, when you go to work, you don't like to tell your business, but you got OGs, they'll ask. They'll be like, oh, where they starting you off at? And they'll ask for a reason because they want to know. They want to see how much the company paying you and how much they getting paid. And if you getting paid just as much or more than them, they will act a certain way towards you, will even try to get you fired and so forth. And it goes back to just be happy with what you got. If you've been working there for 40 years and you making whatever you making, if you happy, stay. If you're not happy, don't stay. But don't be mad at people that done nothing to you. The scripture talk about those that uh, be angry or mad at their brother that has done nothing to them. You mad at him when he just got a job and he's just working. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever in this situation, or you find yourself in this situation, no matter what end you on, first of all, if you on the end of the dude with the blue hat, the old school that feels some type of way, don't never take it out on especially somebody that look like you of your own community that's got an opportunity that's working. Don't try to hate them or get them fired just because they got a nice settlement, a nice pay, or a better deal than you. Now, since you know that information, if you feel like you deserve more or should be getting more, then that's something you can take to your boss. You can say, I ain't trying to, I've been heard, certain people been getting paid this much and I've been working here for this much. Why is this? And have an honest conversation with your boss. Say if y'all really value me and y'all know that I do a lot around here, where the case may be, why is this? And just explain to me why. Because I feel like I'm being played by y'all. But his beef is not with this young brother. And the mind thing, like if dude was making $13 an hour and the gentleman was making what he said he made 16 cents uh, more, so he making 17.16 an hour. So he's happy with making 17.16 an hour, as long as the new dude is making $13 an hour. How what in what world does that make somebody happy and satisfied? Well, as long as I'm making more than them, this job is paying me perfect, and I'm happy. But as soon as I find out that somebody new here is getting paid just as much as me, now I want to quit. It give off. It's not giving off. It's very much hater. Like it shows what type of heart you got. That you're a hater. You don't want to see people do good. You don't want to see people do as good as you or better than you. A lot of times people are not going to have to go through your trials, go through your tribulations to get to where you at. A lot of times stuff is, unfortunately, a lot of people are blessed to just have things are not even unfortunately but fortunately. People are blessed to just have things handed to them where they may not have to work as hard. That don't make them a brat. That don't mean they don't deserve it. That don't mean they don't appreciate it. That just mean that's the hand that they was blessed with. And we should always be happy at other people's blessings and not hate on people and be mad because and stop counting other people's pockets. Like that wasn't none of his business how much this dude made. Like and I hate when I used to get new jobs and that's the first thing people want to ask you like, how much you making or what they starting you off. It's like, why do you care? Why is that your business? What I'm getting paid ain't gonna affect what you getting paid. Because I got hired or if they pay me less or more, why would that affect you? And it bears the question that if somebody made way less than you and you making more than them, then you happy with the job, you're gonna stay there. But if they're making the same as you or more than you, all of a sudden you happy. And why? If you happy with making that amount, as long as people making less than you, then it shows who you are. It shows you just a person that it's not the fact that you making $17 that's the issue. It's the fact that other people have the chance to make just as much as you and not have to work there longer and know it's more than you. And that's just a hater. And sadly but true, we got a lot of people that's entitled. They feel like just because they work at a job for 40 years, that they entitled to make more than everybody else, that they entitled to get the raises, but they hadn't went to school to learn this or do this. You know what I'm saying? And it don't work like that. Just be thankful you got a job. If you love your job, be thankful you got a job. Stop counting other people's pockets. Start worrying about what other people getting paid at your job. If you happy with what you getting paid, then keep it that way. Don't worry about what everybody else getting paid. If you're not happy at what you get paid, don't drag other people in it. Let that be between you and your boss because of whatever, however you may feel about that. But yeah, this is just something that I've seen many times. And like I said, I understood why the elder person that worked there was a little upset or felt like they was being played, but I didn't respect or understand why they was mad at me or the coworkers that was, had the opportunity to make that much. Don't be mad at, you know, you mad at the wrong person. But at the end of the day, man, Once again, stop comparing yourself to others. Stop being in competition with people you work with. Stop about what everybody else doing and what they're making affect you. Because dude seem like he happy, with what he make and happy at his job. But what he's not happy about is that the young dude is making just as much as him, and he should be happy about that and not mad. But as always, man, let Yah be true and every man be a lie. Till next time, Shalom.